The Premier League, the holy grail of English football. The grand stage where dreams can be made and also shattered. In the opening season of the Premier League, there were 22 teams that started this brand new era of English football. And Blackburn Rovers were one of them. Now, fast forward 25 years and we've just been promoted from the third tier of English football. After years of turmoil, Rovers have finally turned a massive corner as they try to get themselves back to the promised land. But wait! Venky's, the balmy owners who have caused chaos since their arrival, have yet made another bonkers move by replacing crowd favourite Tony Mowbray with this haphazard clown as manager. Can this rookie steer Rovers to the great beyond? Or will his lack of knowledge and experience drag Rovers to football obscurity once again? Now with this clown in charge, there'll be tears, laughter, and of course, plenty of drama. Join me as we try to make Blackburn Rovers great again. Hello folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 2019 series called Make Rovers Great Again, and it is the final couple games of the season. Now this could be one of those premature celebrations, should I say? We could win the title after this next game up against Everton. I am dressed accordingly just in case that special day is here, but I've also dressed because I've got to go to work pretty much straight after this. So either way, I'm dressed for the occasion, and if we beat Everton and Manchester United fail to beat whoever they're playing, we could win the title. But also we've got to keep an eye on Man City as well. They still could technically win it as they got 6 points available. So yeah, but a win for us would eliminate at least Manchester City from the equation, and it will make it a two-horse race going into the last game. But first and foremost, it is bring up to speed now. Obviously the last game, or the last video, it was Burnley, Man City doubleheader, and we picked up 2 wins. And then in this one, we wrap up the season against Everton at home, and then wrap it up against Spurs at their place. So here we go, folks, up against Everton. Now, we played each other 17 times. We won 9 of them, lost 4, drawn 4. Can we have a look at... no, we can't. So they come into this game in 9th spot. A win for them. Could see them jump over Brighton in 8th. As for Manchester United, they do take on Brighton as well. So they've also got... they're going to duke it out. And Man City take on Southampton. I expect Manchester United to win. So a draw for us is not good enough, because then Man United will gain control, and then, you know, they've got the superior goal difference by a country mile, and then it'll leave it down to the last match. But anyway, must win this one. Up against Everton, let's get it on. Okay, folks, here we go. With the starting lineup for this match, it's nearly as you would expect. Raya, Petrucci, Toto, Ayala, Nesbitt gets the nod at right back. Flinchett, Maitland-Niles, Stepanovic, Garcia, Armstrong, and Gunston. And Maitland-Niles comes in for Torreira. He's just a little bit under the weather, just a smidgen with his fitness. I just want to check this out. Who's after doing what? But yeah, opting for Garcia and Flinchett on the wings. They've scored a lot of goals this season. Gunn as well, Armstrong, and Shinchenko's got 7 and he's on the bench. Waldemir just a little bit under the weather, and again, he might get a cameo in this one. So, quick look. Oh my goodness. It is our old nemesis, Kasper Dolberg, who leads the line. 7 goals for Everton this season. Bastian Meyer is also pretty deadly over the years. Jonathan from the bench, and Jota as well. So, yeah, didn't want to see that face. So here we go, boys, at Ewood Park. We are playing cautious once again, just because I think we got the talent to find a goal using this formation. And it also gives us, I say this with a little bit of bated breath, a bit of a structure at the back. So opening bit of pressure goes in favour of Everton. Keeping an eye on Man United, Brighton, as we speak. Burnley doing their chances of survival a bit of boost by getting a goal early doors against Watford. Free kick by Rovers eventually amounts to nothing. Maitland-Niles back to clean house. Plays it back to Raya, who got the nod ahead of Henry. Toto. There's a goal. Man United are winning against Brighton. 1-0, so on the left-hand side, Flinchett to Maitland-Niles now. To Petrucci on the left-hand side. What you got going on, boys? Maitland-Niles hasn't scored many this season, but Pinkford with the save. And as it stands, if the results were to end like this today, Man United will be top of the pops. Armstrong to Stepanovic. Maitland-Niles thinks about it, pulls it back to Petrucci. and ultimately amounts to nothing. And there you can see a confirmation. Actually, Man United are 2-0 up now against Brighton, so they are doing their bit. I've pressed the wrong button there. Get creative, lads. Get creative. Find that magic moment. I think we do have the players on the bench to change it if we need to go there, and at the minute we do need to go there. Yep, it's been a rough first 45, folks. We are, oh my goodness, goals galore. Watford against Burnley. They look to have got it in control, but as it stands, Man United comfortably in control against Brighton. Man City drawing against Southampton. Okay, we start the second half, and we change the formation. No personnel changes. Maitland-Niles is in that awkward right attacking midfield slot for the time being. But here come Everton. Dolberg had a golden opportunity to add to his tally against us, but spooned it. Luna is in the vicinity. Getting ready with the Vuvuzelas. Bastian Maier. Right with the save. Come on, boys. What's going on here? What is going on? What is going on, folks? Come on, Brighton. Rashford, of all people, scoring against Manchester United into the final 30. We'll see this highlight out. Flinkchit picks his pocket. Sets up Gunn with a miraculous ball. And that was a lastminute.com tackle. Domenko with it. Armstrong will take the resulting corner. Comes out to Maitland-Niles. Flinkchit, Domachenko clears it. And ultimately, nothing. Taking a moment. Parzo's come off for Maitland-Niles. We'll switch him for Armstrong. I'm going to go Waldemir. I'm going to go for it. Confirm play. Show some passion, lads. We need a flipping win. It's not, and well, it's pretty much the end of the world if we can't find the winner. We're going for it now. We've gone all out. Get creative. Nesbitt. Waldemir. Ugh. No. Stepanovic tries to break it up. Everton now have possession, but it's at the back. Oh, Bastian Maier. Yeah. Big save by Raya, denying everything at the moment. We're going to fall short. I feel it. I feel it in my waters, boys. Headed clear. Flinkchit just puts his welly behind it and gets rid into the final 10 minutes. Patucha, Aparzo, Flinkchit, Stepanovic from a distance, just puts it wide. Oh, goodness gracious, how flipping close. Show some passion, lads. I knew these games would be sticky. And that is full time. Unbelievable. So, Rovers slip out the driving seat and into second spot. It is a two-horse race going into the final games of the season. We're up against Spurs away from home. Manchester United have got, who they got? They got someone like Southampton or something. Leicester. They do have a Champions League game. Hopefully, all their best players get injured in that game, and then they have to focus on something else. Okay, folks, here we go with the last game of the season, and it's up against Tottenham. Now, Tottenham, do they have anything to lose? No, not really. They can't go up. They can't go down. So yes, hopefully they'll take it easy on us. Over the years we've played each other 17 times. They've won 7 of them. We've won 6. The worst case scenario for us is finish second, which still is a tremendous achievement from where we're standing, but it's going to be a bit of a bubble job when you think about it. We were top of the pops for a good portion of the season, only to have a bit of a hiccup around about here. But I think this is when the games start piling up on us. And then since then, we've kind of turned it back around. But we are up against Manchester United, who take on Leicester, who are in 10th. And they could rise themselves to above 8th if they were to win. But it's all or nothing, folks. Still dressed for the occasion, obviously. Whatever happens. But ultimately, I think we do lack quality up front. I know we do have quality players, and this is a prime example right here. We do. We're kind of at... Where's Waldemir? He's gonna come in here. But we do have a lack of a leading striker up top. Where is Torreira? You're back in the mix as well. Raya, Nesbitt, Maitland-Niles, I need you on the bench. Dak probably could face his final game as a Rovers player. I think he's on his way out. Going to be selling Piotr for sure. Dadasov as well. Musto is still young, and maybe he can kick on next. Parrott as well. Been absolutely Danny Dyer, should I say? Anyway, this is it. All or nothing. We got to win it. I think. Well, technically we don't need to win it as long as Man United lose and we draw or win. The title's ours. But we were once favourites, but now we are the underdogs. Put the champagne on ice, folks, or put it back in the storage cupboard. Because here it is. If Man United get an early goal, then yeah, it's over. We need to score like a bazillion goals to win like 50-0 if we're gonna win on goal difference. We're gonna outscore them. They have a 25 goal superior for us. They scored 95 goals this season, and we haven't. We scored 67. Spurs, on the other hand, have only scored 51. So that is that. Keeping an eye on them. Burnley are losing. That's probably them down. Get creative, boys. Get creative. Man United are winning. They are winning comfortably. So it is out of our hands completely, folks. What a bit of a collapse it has been for Rovers. And we've only lost 3 games this season. It's the draws that have hit us. The draws and the lack of goals. And today is prime example of that. 0-0 going in. And obviously the last game 0-0 against Everton as well. So I got dressed up for probably no real reason. What I can say is that the midfield is decent. I think Torreira, Stepanovic, Garcia, Flincher have been pretty kick-ass this season. And also Sinchenko he's getting on a bit, but still critical goals, and Armstrong as well come into it as well. Defence as well. Toto, Patucha. Right back is an area of concern. Obviously Nesbitt's here on loan. We have got Dix, who's out on loan for Aston Villa. So that's an area that we'll need to look at over the summer. Definitely strikers. And I'm probably going to bring in a ready... I tried to say that last year, bring in a ready-made striker. Thought Dadasov was it. But maybe I might have to break the bank and bring in a £50 million man. Rollhauser from Porto fits the bill. But maybe there is another Waldemir out there, because he's not been that good as Armstrong. At least puts us level on points with United. And maybe, just maybe, there is a freak event going on between them and Leicester, which it doesn't look to be. But it doesn't matter anyway, as Roberto Carlos, or Carlos Roberto, in fact, scrap that. His goal is ruled offside. Come on, Leicester. Come on. Come on. I think it's a little too late though for us to take home the I felt at one stage we were good enough, but realistically the goals never happen. Really, we need to improve on that. We need to, I think, changing formation this season to removing the 4-4-2 has removed. It's improved our midfield, but kind of weakened our forward play. So yes, unfortunately, well, we won here today at least. So we did what we could. Unfortunately, Man United did it better. 1-0 on the night. And as you can see, it is confirmed. Manchester United are champions. Burnley go down. Swansea down. Brentford down. However, yeah, let's take a look at us for a second, if we can go and check out our recent leagues. You know, from where we were last season, 5th to now 2nd. We've made steady progress, obviously, since we come into the Prem. We went from 14th to 6th, back down to 8th to 7th to 7th to 5th to 2nd. So maybe, just maybe, next season could be our 7th. What did they say? The treble, blimey. So they were the Liverpool of this year, dominating it completely. Unfortunately, we weren't good enough. 44 million though for finish 2nd, not too shabby. But 4.8 million will be paid out to players. Okay, quick look at the some players being brought into the overall Blackburn best 11. Let's take a look. Lucas Torreira was the pick of the 2 players. We'll have a look at that in a second. Who's the second? Ivan Ayala was the second player. So the new best 11 over the years is Raya, Winsdale, Nelson, Lenihan, Bogle, Garcia, Maitland-Niles, Dak, Shinchenko, Gray, and Gunn up top with a bench of Mograbi, Ayala, Nyambi, Reed, Torreira, Bale, and Waldemir. Where is Bale these days? He was on the verge of retirement. He is. He's retired. He's packed it in. Reed is with us, but only for a couple more weeks, and then he will be released. So Torreira makes it. I'm trying to see where he is. There he is on the bench. Anyway, where else? Where are they now? That's what we want to see. Mulgrew, Bennett, Raya, Garcia, Maitland-Niles, Shinchenko, Dak, Gunn, Mugrabi, Waldemir are still with the club, albeit Waldemir's on loan. Winsdale's currently playing for Stoke. Nyambi plays for Wolves. Nelson is at Olympiacos. Darryl Lenihan is at Celtic. Bogle is at China. Travis plays for Panathinaikos, and Reed is at Bristol City. And Gareth Bale has packed it in. So, quick look at the end of the season awards. Patucha is the player of this season, getting ahead of Garcia and Toto. As for the goal of the season, was Baggio. We'll have a look at that in a second. Signing of the season was this guy, Kevin Palomino, coming in at right back. Maybe he is our answer to right back. Patucha was the young player of the season as well. So here's that goal by Baggio against Galatasaray in the group phase of Europa League. Here it is. White with the free kick, throw into Stepanovic to Shinchenko. Switches it over to Baggio with acres of space. First time hit. Top right-hand corner. And that was to give us the lead in that game. It's not a bad goal as well. Quick look at the season review. We finished in the 6th round of the FA Cup. That was a little bit of a party pooper. Again, lost in the quarterfinal of the Europa Cup. Lost in the 4th round against Swansea. So 2 Welsh teams outdid us. The moment of the Manchester season for us was a 3-2 away win against Chelsea. That was a thriller as well, with lastminute.com winner. And obviously we did get spanked with one of our only 3 defeats against Manchester United, 5-1 loss. Did we just look at this? Many people will look back at 2018. Remember the Blackburn Rovers had that one promotion, the Sky Championship 4-2. Mulgrew, Shinchenko are still with the club. Nyambi, blah blah blah. Armstrong plays over in Holland. Nelson, we know about him. Chong plays for Swansea. Smith Rowe at Fulham. Travis, Casey Palmer's at Valladolid. Rothwell's at Derby. Harrison Reed is with us. Brereton is at Preston. Murray Bell for Coventry. And Derek Williams is over in Derry City. Should we revisit any of these players? Bring them back somehow? Maybe we'll have a look at that. Later on. Quick look at the team dynamics here. Gunn, Garcia, Torreira, the key figures. They're not going anywhere. As for the influential players, most of them aren't going anywhere. I might try and keep Dak on for another season. And if the influential players, he's gone. I'm done with him. Nesbitt is on loan as well. And Waldemir's on loan, so they're probably going to go. Team meeting, we'll do that in a second. End of season review. Pre-season, we will give them 5 weeks off. Thought placed on transfer list from Burnley because they're down. We'll have a look at pick them out. Blackburn named players team of the year. That's Garcia. Look at the Manchester United dominant in there. Only 2 other players didn't feature. That's how dominant they were, and that's how unfortunate we were. So quick chat for the team. We're passionate. Season's finished. Let's focus on what we achieve going forward. I think we can win the title next year. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say we're going to go with Champions League. They're all happy with that. That's exactly the opinion I was hoping for. So they're all happy. I'm happy-ish. Quick look at the team. As you can see, Garcia played a whole bunch of games that he featured for the majority of us. He's actually top goal scorer with 16 goals as well. Flinchett is in second with 13 goals. His value is pretty low. I'm pretty concerned about why that is. It should be much higher than that. He's still only 20. Key assist man again was Garcia, 11 assists. Second was Stepanovic in midfield. Best player was Shinchenko. He's only featured 15 times. He was injured. Stepanovic second. Ayala third. Patucha in fourth. Garcia in fifth. The most valuable player on the books, it is Toto, 20-year-old Brazilian. Waldemir as well, but he's gone. He's out on loan, and I don't think his stats really justify me breaking the bank and bringing him back. Mark White is in third, 41 million. As for the futures of some of these boys, I'm going to do it right here and now so you can see it. Piotr, you are, I'm afraid, going to get transfer listed. Yep, and we're going to tell what's his chops. Asking price, yeah. Asking price 10 million. That'll do. I don't care. Want rid of him. Dadasov, same deal. Want rid of your son. You've not been good enough. Asking price. It's 14 million. And Troy Parrott. Abysmal this season. Transfer listed. Asking price, which is 23 million. So those boys are done. I'm going to plonk him into the reserves here because he's not one of mine. Nesbitt as well. Get back in there. Nesbitt, 16.5 million. You know, I'm hoping to have so the areas of concern for us, Mugrabi as well. I think your time is done. I don't think you're going to get in front of these boys. So we're gonna transfer list you as well and put you on the because you're on crazy money. You're on crazy money for a third choice goalkeeper. Let's just unpick all that. So yeah, the areas of concern, right back, need improvement on that. Striker, and that's it. That's the two areas we're focusing on. Probably going to bring in 2 strikers, maybe a fringe one who could be decent, or we might even bring one through the youth. We'll have to see what happens. And right back as well. Palomino's done okay, but realistically we are still short on it. I wouldn't be surprised as well to see if Dak does leave. If Shinchenko, he could leave. Maitland-Niles as well could leave. And maybe Musto might go on loan. You never know. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this puppy. In the next one, it will be a brand new season. We come into this. We haven't lost in the Prem since Manchester United back in January, so it's been a while. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash the subscribe. Back here tomorrow for a new season. I won't be dressed like this because obviously we didn't win the title. Anyway, we'll be back in Champions League though, so that's something to look forward to, and hopefully this will be our season. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.